What's up, guys? Guess what we're going to do today? We're going to work on vlogging with the GoPro attached to the helmet with the microphone inside my helmet. Testing, 1, 2, 3. So this is the first attempt of trying to rig the microphone from the GoPro into the TSG helmet. Seeing what the sound quality is like. You can see it's just pinned in there really low. And then if we close this up here, I figure like there's probably going to be a little more echo, but who knows? This doesn't even take into account what it might sound like as we ride and wind noise, but let's see what it sounds like. I have this idea of being able to ride around like some of the moto vloggers do, having the camera attached. I've got a little jerry-rig system with the ceramic mic inside the helmet. So we're going to see what it sounds like while I'm on the East Gate, giving you some POV. I don't know if the wind is going to come in and make it sound like garbage. Maybe it'll sound great at low speeds, high speeds, I don't know. But let's give it a try. Let's see what happens. Here we go. All right, and now we're suited up. We're ready to rock. I'm just going to take a quick lap around the block, and we're going to see what happens. I did a little test earlier just to see how it sounded. It didn't sound too bad with the visor open. Obviously, when the visor is down, I'm getting a little more echo out of the system. But I think it's a good test. We're not going to go too far. Still a little cool out. I don't feel like putting on a ton of clothes, but it is spring, and look at over here. Neighbors are already getting some daisies or whatever they are out in the front yard. I don't know. I ain't no botanist or whatever you call it when you're into plants, but so today's an off day. Not too much to do at work. A lot of merchandise and inventory for the girlfriend, and still waiting on a set of motors, and then I'm eventually going to be able to take this board and switch it over to a drop-down deck. So which way do you want to go? We'll go over this way first. And like, headlights are still on from riding around last night. Okay, so we're gonna start the testing now, see what the quality sounds like. Putting the visor down, we should be getting a little more echo now. Most of the audio I'm gonna try and maintain it however it is, without any post-processing, and maybe I will do a little side-by-side comparison of the processing. I definitely should be wearing some slightly thicker pants right now because it is a little cool with the outside air temp, but I don't know. Let's see here. Take you through a little point of view journey through my neighborhood. The one thing I do notice is that I'm using the new Palouse. It's not even Palouse. Maybe it is. I don't know. Palouse vlogging case. So it's meant for the GoPro. It's got the microphone holder at the bottom of the case, which is really nice because then you don't need to like figure out how to jerry rig it to the bottom. So that's really cool. And then I have the ceramic mic, which I really like the most. It's got great audio quality, all of that good stuff. And we're gonna come over here this way, going around the back. 25, okay, I think we can handle that. I don't know if you're going to be getting any wind noise through the bottom of the helmet here. I personally hear it. I don't know what that's going to do for the microphone, but back here is pretty quiet. Not too many cars. Nobody's behind me. I'll do like a quick lap and around the block, back through. Oh yeah, it's definitely cold. It feels like spring skiing in ski country, and I'm just wearing sweatpants while everybody else is wearing snowboard pants. So it's kind of cold. It's a little cool. Shrinkage, it's real, people. But yeah, it's part of the neighborhood. It's okay, it's quiet. There's a few speed bumps. If you didn't see the other video that I did, I actually had the GoPro strapped down to my... That's weird. The camera had stopped. And I don't know why. It's done that a couple of times. I've got a 256 gig card, class 10 UH3, so it shouldn't be stopping. I don't know if it's the voice commands think I'm saying stop when I'm not really giving it the full cue, but I don't know what the deal is. I'm gonna have to work on that one a little bit here. But ooh, slow. Is this slow enough? I don't even know. What does slow even mean? FedEx truck. We'll open it up here one last time as we go around the block towards my house, and then we'll have a moment to like see what it sounds like on camera. Here we go. It smells like coffee around here. Something's burning. I can't quite tell. A little breezy for Sheezy. Coming back up, good little climb right here. Board totally handles it fine, especially on a full battery. 12S full battery, no problems coming up here. Quite soon I'm actually going to be switching this over to a 3-to-1 gearing ratio. It's not quite fast enough for me. Right now I'm running 1820. So, and we're back. I assume the audio quality is sufficient now that we're not moving at a high rate of speed, but I'm actually quite interested to see what it's going to sound like with the wind noise and the visors up and all that other good stuff. All right, I'll see you when we get back in there. All right, so that was the initial test of the run, so taking it out there. So there is a little bit of wind noise, and if you've never seen the Ceramonic mic, check it out. That's what it looks like. It's so small. It's just cute. What I really like about this one is that it has like a little articulating head right here. I'm gonna do another video on like why this is a really good vlog setup, but I like how it bends left and right. It does come with a little like windsock, if you want to call it that, on the front, although it's not a dead cat. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and put a little more wind dampening fabric inside the helmet over the spot. So if you didn't know, I'm actually a circus performer, so I tend to have like a bunch of like fabric and props and all sorts of other dumb shit laying around here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this, I don't know, maybe I'll try single ply, maybe I'll take 2 plies. I got the glue gun heating up here, but it's like a nice soft fabric. It doesn't need to be that much, just something to help like knock the wind off of the mic a little bit. So I might double this over a little bit, glue it there, shove it inside, hot glue it in, and I'm gonna go out for another test ride and see if we have any major improvements there. Just a little sheet to block the wind, and then still have the ability to get the microphone in and out of the helmet for when I wanna switch from point of view vlogging to regular vlogging and getting it in and out nice and easy, okay? So after this is done, guess what? We're going on another ride. Here we go. And action. So here we are. We're back on the street. We're going to do another lap just like we did last time. It's a little bit later in the day. I'm wearing an extra layer of pants because it was cold and it sucked. This time I feel like the microphone is in a slightly different place. I can kind of feel it on my cheek this time. It's kind of like if you have one of those long ass Bluetooth headsets where it's on the side of your cheek and it kind of like resonates with the voices and the sound and stuff like that. I feel like that's what I've got going on here right now. But I don't know, we'll see if this little ghetto bit of fabric offers any additional wind dampening, but we're gonna do the exact same. Oh shit. Probably helps if you turn on the board, right? You're like hitting the mic, hitting the remote. Probably shouldn't have had a couple of glasses of wine. Oh, did I say that out loud? Yeah, you know, been doing merchandise stuff for the girlfriend all day. Okay, so here we are. Visor is currently up, so visor down. We are into our nice little fishbowl type of sound. And I'm gonna do the exact same lap around the block. Same speeds typically. Maybe a little more traffic than I prefer, but we'll see. Maybe nothing. Okay, so hopefully this time, oh, big doggy. Hi, doggy. Does anybody ever have issues where dogs just like to bark like motherfuckers while you're on your board? I don't quite understand it. Dog owners have asked me multiple times, like, do dogs just try to attack you on your skateboard? I'm like, yeah, actually, they kind of do. I don't get it. What dogs have their affinity for love of skateboards and stuff like that, but you know. Okay, so we'll take it up here to the back, see how this goes. Open her up, hitting it full throttle. Nice and fast. Like usual. Can't tell you if the audio is going to be any better this time. We're over the hill. We're cranking through. About half throttle, maybe a little bit more. You know, just enjoying the day. Little stroll through the neighborhood. Probably even a little bit quicker. Coming around the right side here. Got to be careful. People don't pay attention even though they drive the same streets all the time. They just are kind of oblivious when they come to driving through their own neighborhoods, especially when it comes to somebody on a skateboard or an e-skate. So I'm hoping that it's a little bit quieter and that little chunk of fabric is covering the main chunk of the microphone and making the audio a lot more reasonable now. And I would say that the GoPro actually does a really good job of compensating for audio for windy situations versus I don't know, whatever its normal profile is. If you just leave it on auto, it does a pretty good job of switching back and forth for something. See, look at dogs. They just love skateboards. Either that or the fact that I have like a mirrored lens and they think it looks super weird. I don't know. Dogs just need something to chase. I don't know. I guess fire trucks are out these days. They're only on to, I can't see anything here. And then we got a long straightaway right here, just like last time. And then coming back here, got to be careful of this. People always pull out without actually looking. And I don't got a lot of turning radius, just enough to make it here. Bombing back up the hill. I haven't even charged the board since the last run. I mean, what did I do? Like a quarter mile, a half a mile at best. Cooking up the hill. This is actually a good sized hill for a test. Trying to look over the crest and then turning left. And here we are, right back where we started. Okay. So what did you think about this? After reviewing it, I think that the second round actually is an improvement, and it sounds a lot better actually compared to the first time I pulled the first lap. I think there's a little room for improvement. I don't know if I need to put a little more covering over the microphone or a little more adjustment to make sure that it's perfectly placed inside, or maybe I'll just spring, even though I don't need 5 dead cats over my mic just to get one. But maybe I'll buy a pack off of Amazon just to try that, just to try and get a little bit more wind dampening or reduction out of that. But aside from that, I think it's actually ready to go as is. I think it's kind of like you're going to take the good with the bad. If you're expecting to see some point of view, somebody's using a helmet, they have a microphone wired in the helmet, a little wind noise is reasonable. It definitely sounds a hell of a lot better than just using the regular mic on board and hoping that the microphone catches it. So I'm going to leave it here like that. I'll probably order a few things here over the coming week, do a few more tests, and then we'll come back and see how it's improved. So with that being said, if you like what you're seeing, if you like what you're watching, please hit subscribe. Questions, comments, feedback, likes, all of that good stuff. I'm trying to build the channel like I'm always saying, and I hope to see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. This is Life of Acro. I'm Acro Brandon, and this is my life. Until the next video.